Sydney Colson, the super vet, the grandma of the Indiana Fever. First of all, I'm glad you made time for us. You've been popular in the past few years, just
I
popular.
always got time for you. You know that.
I
You know
love that
that.
so much.
Grandma is crazy though.
Oh, but you are. Anyway, knowing that you're the grandma of the team or the super vet of the team, a lot of people see you in the spotlight in a very fun and funny way. But what is your contribution to the Fever team this year?
I think it's the same that has been like when I was with the Aces, honestly, just like a veteran leadership, like talking to people, whether I'm in the game or not, helping people see what's going on, really trying to impact the game on the defensive end and give us like a lot of energy, uh,
Hmm.
in a burst when I come in. And then just, trying to create for others, getting people the ball where they need it, and just trying to keep our team like from getting too high or too low. We've had a stretch
Hmm.
of losses at some points, like, some points where it's been wins in a row, and we're still finding our way. We've had people be out, we've had injuries.
Hmm.
Um, there's been a lot of adversity really since the start of the team for us and since the start of the season for us. And so me and a lot of older players just trying to keep people like composed.
Yeah. How do you establish discipline and maintain composure amidst all that adversity? Because not only do you have the things on the court, but there's so much outside noise surrounding this franchise.
Yeah, I think it's for me, it's been like basketball is like a microcosm of life
Yeah.
for me. And it's like whoever you are in moments of adversity is usually who you are outside of the court too. And so I try to not change who I am, and we try to tell the rest of the team, and that's what the coaches are trying to let us know. Like adversity can suck sometimes, but it's also when you can get that grit that you need to come out of a group that maybe wasn't there
Mm.
before. You start to really see if you got the character, if you have the drive, and all of the other things that it takes to ultimately win a championship. And, we have a couple of people on our team who've been in championship environments. And so we know what it looks like, and we just got to keep, pushing in the same direction together and being energy givers and not takers.
Absolutely. I'm glad you mentioned the championship pedigree because you come with it, two-time champ. You already know what it is. And they've added these pieces between you and Natasha Howard that knows what it takes to be a champion. So what from your team do you see, what traits from your team do you see that can contribute to that championship? Why this year?
Mm, I think that it's the way that I see us starting to gel in like the good moments and us having longer stretches of doing things properly. And also who we're starting to be when adversity hits. And
Hmm.
then just people's attitude and work ethic on the days where it's tough to show up, like on
Hmm.
practice days, after losing several in a row, like how is your attitude towards the rest of the team? Like, are you still high-fiving the same? Are you still communicating with people the same way? Or are you a little more negative because things are not going well for you personally? Like, what does that look like? And then the work that people will continue to get in even after losses is like you still got to stay the same whether you're winning or losing. If you like getting shots up after you win, like you need to like getting them up when we're losing too. Um, or working on whatever it is that you need. And so I've seen those things out of this group, and so that's been, um, a positive thing to see, I think.
And you're a positive force. And wherever you go, you leave a legacy. And we saw the reunion for you and the Aces last week. How
Mm.
did that feel? What were
It
your
was
emotions?
great. It was great. I mean, that organization changed my career. It was a time where I thought that I was out of the league, and when we had Athletes Unlimited in Vegas, and Becky and Nikki came to the game and gave me that opportunity to be on the team in 2022, like
Mm.
my, career was revived in a sense, and uh, I'm so appreciative of them and the staff, the teammates I had there. Like it's family forever, and miss them of course. And it was just time for us to go on our separate journeys. But it was really sweet what they did, and Chris is my guy, and he put
Yeah.
together a really good video with his team, and me and him were there in 2019 together, and that was when a lot of awesome things happened for me too, just like off the court wise, just with
Hmm.
my personality, like him starting to highlight it more with like the Lady Aces stuff. And it
I
just
remember those chants like it was
became,
yesterday.
yeah, man. So really like what Chris did for me there and what we did together and what our team had was really special. And it even helped for like, my off court brand too. And so it was an amazing time and I miss them. And I love them.
Your off-court brand is so popping. Let's get into the fashion. We know that Amadi Brooks holds it down. Shout out to Amadi.
Yeah.
Love you so much. Uh, your style. I need to know, what do you want it to say? And what was your favorite fit of the season?
Favorite fit of the season so
Hmm.
far? Um, I think it was we did an only child look that was like
Hmm.
a pleated green skirt and a jacket and like a white collar shirt and a red tie, and then it was a red Lacoste bag that was also pleated, and I had
Hmm.
on just like some loafers with it, but it was cute. It was like I've liked that we've switched stuff up more this season. Like Marty really wanted to, start elevating my style and mixing up even bringing in even more feminine touches than we have
Hmm.
in the past and more tailored looks. So yeah, that's the aim, just to elevate. Not just to elevate, but we're like highlighting black owned brands and
Mm.
minority owned brands, women owned brands this season. And so that's really important to us.
You can tell the intentionality in every single outfit that you put on. It really showcases, and just knowing that you stand for more than just stepping out. I mean, that's
Yeah,
really dope. But
thank you.
let's get back to elevation.
Yeah.
Lastly, Sid, what more do you have to give to basketball? How do you want to elevate this season, and what do you see for yourself?
Um, I just want to give it what I got, and I'm sticking around so long as God says that it's time for me to be around, and I'll know when it's time to leave when nobody else comes knocking, then it's time for the next thing, and I will, be grateful for the time that was spent here. But while I'm still here, just to give it what I got. When I'm 100%, give it 100%. And when I'm not, just give it all that I have, and yeah, just know that every moment, from here on out is precious. It's not guaranteed, and so just cherishing it and showing my gratitude by going hard and playing hard for my team.
That's beautiful. Go ahead and give it 100% tonight. Good luck.
Thank you.
Shooter shoot. Shout out to my guard.
Thank you, Ari. Good to see you, baby.